A very good morning to all of you. Hope you had a great week and you're having fun at home. Today, we'll be continuing with the first chapter of our English language book, which is the sentence. We'll be learning about more transformation of different type of sentences in further sessions. But before we begin with the next transformation, we'll be discussing the answers of the exercise that we left in session 2. I'm going to read out the answers for you once. It is a really beautiful house. The question is very difficult. This is such a fine evening. I was so wrong. It is such a shame. She is so tall. It is such a pleasing sight. The situation is so amusing. Sherlock Holmes was such a sharp-eyed detective. The night is so cold and scary. I hope you all have got your answers correct. Let's move on. Today we'll be starting with another kind of transformation of sentence, which is to transform an assertive sentence to an interrogative sentence. So to transfer an assertive to interrogative sentence, it actually means that we have to convert a simple sentence to a question. There are two main steps that we would be following throughout. Step 1 is to convert a negative sentence to a positive one, a positive sentence to a negative one. So this will go vice versa. For example, if the sentence is I am going to play, it's a positive sentence. So first step has to be to convert it into a negative sentence. So it will be I am not going to play. Okay. So moving on, step 2 is to move the helping verb to the first position. Also, to replace the full stop with the question mark. As we know that assertive sentence ends with a full stop, whereas an interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Don't worry, it will become easier as we will be decoding the following steps. Now we'll be understanding the following steps using some examples. The first example is it was raining, which is a positive assertive sentence. So step 1 is to convert it into a negative sentence, which will become it was not raining. Step 2 is to bring the helping verb in the first position, which we have, and we have combined was and not to form a compression which became wasn't it raining, which is our answer. Also, we have replaced the full stop with a question mark. Let's see the second example. The movie was not good, which is a negative assertive sentence. Now, first step is to change the negative sentence to a positive one. The movie was good. Step 2. Bring the helping verb to the first position. Was the movie good? Replace the full stop with a question mark. Now let's see some more example which we'll be doing step by step, so that after this you should be able to do the answers correctly without making these steps. Let's see. You should have consulted a doctor. Step 1. You should not have consulted a doctor. Combining should and not, we made shouldn't you have consulted a doctor? Second example, honesty is the best policy. Positive sentence. So step 1 is honesty is not the best policy. Step 2, combining is and not, we made isn't honesty the best policy? Example 3. The students were not attending the class. So it's a negative sentence. First step will be to change it into a positive sentence. The students were attending the class. Step 2, bringing the helping verb to the first position. Were the students attending the class? I hope it has now become easier for you, as in the next slide we'll be seeing some examples without the steps. Some more examples without the steps are: they will listen to you. Here we have combined will and not. As it's a positive sentence, we'll be changing it to a negative sentence. So will not became won't. Won't they listen to you? Second example, Lotus Temple is an attraction in Delhi. Isn't Lotus Temple an attraction in Delhi? She is not in that team. Is she in that team? We cannot survive without oxygen. Can we survive without oxygen? Raghav is a good baseball player. Isn't Raghav a good baseball player? He is not a good leader. Is he a good leader? So there are some exceptions when we do transformation of sentences, and today we'll be learning about such two exceptions in this kind of transformation. Case 1 that we are going to study is if the helping verb is not provided. For example, is, are, were, they are not there. So what are you going to do? First thing is to check the tense of the sentence. Then the helping verbs to be used here will be do, did, does. Let's see, using these examples, how are we going to use it? He plays football. So there is no is, no are, nothing. Okay. Step 1 is to convert it into a negative sentence. He does not play cricket. Remember, for he and she, we always use does. So, to combine does and not, we made doesn't he play cricket? Second example, they like fish. No helping verb is here. They don't like fish, converting it into a negative sentence. Then bringing the helping verb in the first position. Don't they like fish? Some examples of case 1 are: it rains much in September. Doesn't it rain much in September? They want to come with us. Don't they want to come with us? She slept at 8 p.m. Didn't she sleep at 8 p.m.? Here, notice that I have changed the form of the verb from past to present, as didn't itself is past form and we don't use two past form in a single sentence. So slept became sleep while didn't being in the sentence. John speaks French. Doesn't John speak French? I don't talk to her. Do you talk to her? Now case 2 is really very simple. It's just like replacing words. So whenever you will see never in a sentence, never will convert to ever and no will convert to any. Let's see the examples. Ram will never forget my help. Will Ram ever forget my help? Second, no one knows you. Does anyone know you? So we have combined any and one, and no has been replaced with any. Some examples of case 2 are: they will never go out. Will they ever go out? She will never sleep so late. Will she ever sleep so late? We should never disobey the rules. Should we ever disobey the rules? So all we are doing is changing never to ever and bringing the helping verb to the first position. Let's see some examples of no. No socks are there in the drawer. Are there any socks in the drawer? No one likes to play in the sun. Does anyone like to play in the sun? She is no less than him. Is she any less than him? So changing no to any. I hope you understood the topic, which is to transform assertive sentence to an interrogative sentence, and you have understood the exceptional cases that we study. So using the information given in this session, you will be doing this exercise to test yourself. You can do this in your rough notebook in plain sheets, and we'll be checking them when you will be rejoining the school. Thank you so much for your patience. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and study hard.